Hello everyone, so 20 days to go before your physics board exam, and you must be wondering how to score above 90% marks, or if your goal is not that ambitious and just want to barely pass the cutoff for JEE mains, and how to do that. So in this video I'm going to talk about it. Now the first thing that you should know, you should be aware of is the pattern of the exam. So first let us see what is the exam pattern for this year. So there will be 5 sections A, B, C, D and E. In section A, there will be 16 questions. Out of these 16 questions, 14 questions will be MCQs and 2 questions will be assertion reasoning. If you are prepared well for your JEE mains, then this section A is not a tough nut to crack. In section B, there will be 5 questions. I would say it is very short answer type question. And each question carries 2 marks. In section C, there will be 7 questions and each question will carry 3 marks. I would say it is short answer type question. Section D is case study based question where there will be a paragraph given to you, and based on that paragraph, there will be further some MCQs, right? Again, it's a single option correct. And there will be 2 case studies and each case study carries 4 marks. In section A, it's a long answer type questions. There will be 3 long answer type questions, and usually in long answer type question there will be multiple parts. For example, let us say A, B and C, there are 3 parts. First part usually is for the derivation, so you will derive some formula, and then in the second part you have to apply that formula in a numerical question, and C part will be a theoretical aspect of that formula. The second most important thing that you have to keep in your mind is the marking scheme. In section A, since section A is MCQ based, I don't think any explanation is required for that. Now I'm going to start with the section B. So let us see a question, right? So this is a question from section B. The wavelength lambda of a photon and the de Broglie wavelength of the electron of mass m have the same value. Show that the energy of the photon is 2 lambda mc by h times the kinetic energy of the electron, where C and H have their usual meaning. So whenever you attempt a question in your board exams, first of all, you should write down all the formulas which are involved in that question. If there is any diagram related to that question, you have to draw that diagram, because diagram will have its weightage. There will be some marks for the diagram, there will be some marks for the formula. Let us see how the marks is divided in this particular question. If you write down the de Broglie wavelength formula, you will get half marks. If you write down the photon energy of the photon formula, you will get another half mark. And then if you relate the formulas, you will get another half mark. If you get to the answer, you will get another half mark. If unfortunately if you not get to the answer, still you will be able to score 1.5 marks out of 2 marks in this question. Now let us see the section C. In section C, let us see this question. So we have given charge plus q and minus q are placed at point A and B respectively, which are distanced 2l apart. C is the midpoint of A and B. What is the work done in moving a charge plus q along the semicircle CRT? So in order to find the work done, we have to find the potential at the initial position and the final position. So if you able to find the potential at C, you will get say 1 mark. If you find the potential at D, you will get 1 mark. If you find the work done, you will get another 1 mark. Again, if you don't get the answer, still you will get 2 marks out of 3 marks. So don't leave any question blank in your answer sheet. Do write down the formula if you know the formula, which formula is going to be used in that question. In section D, there will be a paragraph or a case study that will be given to you. For example, in this particular question, for example, we have given a semiconductor diode and the theory related to semiconductor diode. And after followed by this theory, there will be 4 MCQs based on this case study. For example, this one, this question, right? All these questions are MCQs. Then comes to the section E. In section E, usually there are multiple parts. For example, in this question there are 2 parts. So in first part you have to derive Lensmaker's formula. So what is the marking scheme in that? So in a derivation there are diagrams and there is a calculation, right? So usually a diagram will carry 1 mark and the derivation will carry 2 marks, so 3 marks. And then there will be a related numerical which carries 2 marks. So like this we'll be having the breakup of this particular question. Again I'm repeating, so whenever there is a question, do write down the necessary formulas and draw the diagrams related to that particular question. You will get marks for that. Now you must be wondering what we should study, right? So next thing is what we should study to score above 90% marks. So you should focus on last 10 years board exams, right? PYQs, and do all back exercises of your NCRT book along with the in chapter exercises. If you do that much portion, you'll be able to score above 90% marks, because in board exams most of the questions are repetitive in nature, and you'll be able to cover all derivations if you go through the last 10 years paper. And apart from this, I would also mention there is a video prepared by XII Sir where he has mentioned what to do, what not to do. The link of that video is given on the top right corner of the screen. Do watch that video also, and wish you all the best for your board exams.